Good morning, all. My name is Dan Murphy. I'm a defense lawyer based out of Edmonton, Alberta. This is a follow-up to a story I had conducted on Premier Kelly Smith and her potential interference with the administration of justice as relates to COVID-19 prosecutions. So at this point, the NDP has called for and has been successful in appointing the Alberta Ethics Commission to look into Premier Smith's conduct during the COVID-19 pandemic, specifically as relates to the Coots Crossing and her ongoing video conversations with Pastor Pulowski, who was a critical player in the Coots impasse and crossing, and obviously some of the conflict that went on there with the RCMP and protesters. Unfortunately, much like most government investigations, the commission typically takes 3 to 8 months to make a ruling or a decision. It can do it as fast as 1 month, but unwrapping all this and the seriousness of the allegations will likely result in any findings being discovered after the election on May 29th. So in terms of her jeopardy for interfering with the administration of justice, it remains to be seen, and she strictly denies any involvement in interfering with the prosecution services, and this was consistent with her previous statement. And as a result, having an independent commission is important. The NDP want to take a step further and have an independent judicial review of these issues. But as of now, it sits with the Alberta Ethics Commissioner, and hopes are we get to the bottom of this, and Albertans can discover as to whether the Premier readily involved herself with the engagement with prosecution and interference with the prosecution, or whether this is some sort of hype job which was created because there was a lot of hoopla around the Coots Crossing, the protests that went across Canada. Some of it very accurate, some of it inaccurate, but it remains to be seen in this instance whether Premier Smith was an active participant or simply someone who was engaged as a passive observer. That's all I have for today. It's brief, and I'll keep you up to date. As soon as I hear anything in regards to any findings, I'll update the audience, and we will go from there. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.